Yo, what's up everybody, Cynical Bass back at it again with another brand new video, and today we're going to be ranking the Spider-Man movies from best to worst in a list from the best Spider-Man movie to the worst Spider-Man movie. But that's not including No Way Home, because you know why we're doing it? Because No Way Home is about to come out in a couple of days. You know damn well I'm going to watch it day one, Thursday, and I'm definitely going to be giving my review, so stay tuned for that, alright? So without further ado, this might get a bit controversial, just a bit, but fuck it. This is my opinion. I don't give a shit, baby. First up, we're going to start off, we're going to go in chronological order. Alright, man? We're going to go chronological order. So we're going to start with Spider-Man Part 1. We're going to start shit, what the fuck? We're going to start with Spider-Man 1. I've seen all of these, by the way. All of these. Anyway, Spider-Man 1. Right? Tobey Maguire, my first Spider-Man movie, you know, introduced me, part of my childhood. Love Spider-Man 1. I think it's an amazing movie, and it's definitely, I'd put it SD, yeah, fuck it, it's SD. For me, Tobey Maguire movies are fucking goated, all of them. Spider-Man 1, it was just the introduction, you know, showed you how he started being Spider-Man, how, you know, Uncle Ben's death has the iconic quote, with great power comes great responsibility, bro. So, and it has Green Goblin, which is an iconic villain, which he's fucking coming back. So what more could you want, man? Upside down kiss, everything. Spider-Man 2, Doc Ock, main van, I can't fucking talk. Doc Ock, the main villain. You got Spider-Man, the best Spider-Man story ever. Spider-Man 2, you got everyone just crashing down on him. Intensity with his best friend, fucking Harry. You know, freaking relationship problems, bro. Just life problems, and then he just doesn't want to be Spider-Man anymore. And I thought that was just such an interesting take on a superhero movie. And I'm telling you, this movie is not even a superhero movie first. I see this movie as a character movie. It's a character-driven story. Has a beautiful arc. And I've never seen another superhero movie like that. MCU wishes they can do something like this. I've never seen an MCU movie do something like this. Spider-Man 2 is the greatest Spider-Man movie of all time. Definitely ST, bro. 120,000% ST. Now, Spider-Man 3. I'm going to be a Tobey fanboy. I don't care. Spider-Man 3 is a good movie. For me, it's a good movie. It's entertaining. I love it. I love Spider-Man 3. It's my childhood. This is nostalgia, but it's my childhood. Yes, the three villains is a bit annoying. Yes, there's so much wasted potential in that movie. If there was just focus on one or two villains, I think this movie would have been so much better. But you know, Sony had to come in and stick their dicky, and say, no, we have to put Venom. And I'm sure that's what Sam Raimi did not want to do. He did not want Venom in it. He wanted to put Sandman, and Harry as well. But man, with the whole amnesia thing and stuff, it's a bit annoying, I know. And to me, this Spider-Man never really ended in a, let's say, satisfying way. It wasn't really a satisfying conclusion because they were going to make a part 4, but they didn't. So I still love it, man. It's still entertaining. It gave us fucking Bully Maguire. Come on, the memes. Mention that. The memes. Come on, bro. And for that, it's definitely 80 for me. For me, it's 80. Oh, we're actually going to put it FT. I don't give a shit. 80, baby. 80. Now, that's all the Tobey Maguire movies done, and you damn well nothing's gonna top them, in my opinion. Bias, I don't give a shit. Let's go to Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man. I watched this in the movies. You know, I was so cut when they told me they were gonna make a new Spider-Man. When I found out there's a new Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield. To me, this movie is a bit forgettable. It's a bit forgettable, man. I watched it like a couple times, maybe twice, and it's a bit forgettable, man. I enjoyed some aspects of it. How he makes his own web shooters. The villain's alright, but yeah, to me it's just him and Gwen Stacy's chemistry with Emma Stone, good. But other than that, pretty forgettable movie for me. So I'm definitely gonna put Amazing Spider-Man either on the first one on CT. I'm sorry, mate. It's my opinion. Amazing Spider-Man 2. I watched it once. I did not want to watch it again. I'm sorry. You know, it has that iconic scene. It has a lot of beautifully shot scenes in that movie. But just the what's his name? Fucking Electro made no sense. Thank God. I think the guy's gonna get a new iteration. They're gonna make him better. Electro did not make any sense in that movie. Once again, they did the same mistake that they did in Spider-Man 3 by adding too many villains. I don't know why they did that. But Spider-Man 2, Amazing Spider-Man 2, the only thing that I really liked about this movie is that the death scene of Gwen Stacy, I did not see that coming. Because I'm not really a comic book fan. Apparently comic book fans saw that coming. I didn't see it coming. And it's just, the shit thing about it is that it felt unsatisfying. And you know what? I was actually kind of waiting for Amazing Spider-Man 3. But it got cancelled after that. And I was like, what the fuck? Again? Just when you get into the story of another Spider-Man, they cancel it again. And I was like, fuck, man. They just left a sour taste in my mouth. So definitely Amazing Spider-Man 2 is definitely DT. It's not a horrible movie. It's still watchable. But there's just so much shit in it that pisses you off, man. If you're a Spider-Man fan, you're going to agree with me. Amazing Spider-Man 2 is probably the worst Spider-Man movie. The worst Spider-Man movie. Now, time for MCU Spider-Man. This is when Tom Holland came in the mix. Spider-Man Homecoming, is it? Spider-Man Homecoming's a B. Yeah, it's enjoyable, good villain, good cast. I just didn't feel like it was pure Spider-Man, bro. I didn't feel like this movie just piggybacked off MCU. And I think the worst thing about Tom Holland's Spider-Man movies is that it's just in the MCU. That's the problem with it. So it doesn't really ever feel like a Spider-Man movie. The solo Spider-Man movies always tend to, Tom Holland's ones tend to, you know, piggyback off like Tony Stark or fucking, I don't know, just the MCU in general, you know. And he relies too much on Tony Stark. He doesn't even build his own suit. There's no mention of Uncle Ben. They replaced Uncle Ben with Tony Stark. It doesn't make sense as a father figure. But besides that, if you really just watch it for the sake of watching a movie, it's enjoyable. It's fun. It's definitely better than Amazing Spider-Man. But I don't know. I just felt like it was missing just a backstory is all I needed. I know they skipped it, but just, you know, I don't know. It's my opinion, bro. I can't express my words. Anyway, my bad. I think the SpiderVerse was next. I definitely put SpiderVerse on A. Fuck, I'm losing my voice. SpiderVerse into the Spider-Verse, Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse. Everyone loves it. They put it as the best Spider-Man movie. I don't think so. I don't think it's the best Spider-Man movie. It's probably better than Spider-Man. No, I don't think so. Not for me. It's trilogy. Tobey's trilogy always be number one. But this one was a very close second for me. In terms of Spider-Man movies, this one's a pretty close second. I just felt that the Spider-Man, you know, the nostalgia. Miles is a great character. I love the way they introduced Peter B. Parker. I love how they made his life. It's not perfect. Because Spider-Man's life is never meant to be perfect. Like the first Spider-Man showed. The first Spider-Man, the one that dies. Oh, spoiler. I loved how they introduced Peter B. Parker, and that one, his life's not perfect, it's messed up. That's what Spider-Man is, you know. He thrives off, you know, getting back up when he's down. That's what I loved about this movie. A lot of heart in this movie, a lot of soul, a lot of inspiration, you can just feel the love for the character. And I'm excited for part 2. Definitely gonna watch it in the cinemas. I'm so glad that I didn't watch this in the cinemas because I actually really enjoyed it when I watched it at home. Anyway, last Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man Far From Home. Spider-Man Far From Home is the one with Jake Gyllenhaal and Mysterio. I watched it twice, I think. I enjoyed it. It was enjoyable. I definitely put it better than... I think I like it more than Homecoming. Anyway, I definitely like it more than Homecoming. I think it's entertaining. I like the villain. Once again, piggybacking off Tony Stark. I didn't like that. That's the one thing I didn't like. Again, piggybacking off Tony Stark. But it had the beautiful twist ending. And J. Jonah said Jameson's back, BB. And it's going to lead to No Way Home, which I think will be one of the best Spider-Man movies. I'm really hoping if Tobey and Andrew comes back. Please, Allah. And yeah, that's about it. That's all my Spider-Man movies ranked. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, peace, and bye-bye.